What up, cinephiles and entertainment seekers, and also what up, Cool Troop? This is your man, your host, and maestro of this great channel of ours, DeAndre Cooper, coming at you with what? Dre Radio, cinema news, and movie reviews. Let's talk about a movie that I just got done watching not too long ago, Y2K. Y2K is a story about on the last night of 1999, two high school juniors crash a New Year's Eve party only to find themselves fighting for their lives in this dial-up disaster comedy. The movie is basically what it sounds like, Y2K, disaster comedy, but I fairly enjoyed it. Despite the Rotten Tomato meters from the critics giving it a 44% and the audience giving it a 50%. This was one of them corny films that I highly enjoyed, and it was a great nostalgia trip into the most futuristic past that we once lived. 1999, jumping into the early 2000s, baby. So let me run down the Rotten Tomato top critic reviews on this movie before we start talking about our reviews, Coop Troop. So let's get that going. First off, we have Clint Worthington from RobertEbert.com. He says Y2K doesn't want to break stuff. It wants to dig it out of the trash and pine nostalgically for it. That's just not as interesting. All right, next. Alonzo Durald from the Film Verdict says, while it's always commendable when a disaster movie establishes that any member of the cast can die at any moment, the film makes a fatal error in killing off the funniest in its teen characters. True, true. Next. Coming through with a fresh review, Katie Walsh from Tribune News Service. Zoomers just won't pick up everything he's putting down, and that may work against this otherwise exuberant and somewhat messy teen horror comedy. Horror, man. Next. Nick Shagger from the Daily Beast. He says Y2K, the much hyped fear that global machines will go kaput at the turn of the millennium was a potential catalysm that proved to be a joke. Y2K, on the other hand, is an attempt at comedy that's a genuine disaster. Next. Sarah Michelle Fetters from MovieFreak.com. This scattershot, blood-drenched comedy is cybernetic terrors frequently loses connection. Like the promising early days of the internet, its only lasting legacy will likely be one smothered in disappointment and missed opportunities. Let's dive into our review, Coop Troop. All right, let's talk about Y2K, a movie directed by Kyle Mooney and produced by Jonah Hill. Give credit to Jonah Hill because you can see a lot of his influence from his previous predecessor movies in this film, and I'm basically directly towards Superbad. So this movie features three stars that we all know. First being Jaden Martell, Julian Dennison as Danny, Jaden Martell as Eli, and Rachel Ziegler as Laura. So Eli and Danny are two best friends in high school, you know, above amongst the lame category of students, which I'm classified as one of those students. But look at your boy now. Look at your boy now. You feel me? So Jaden Martell, his character Eli, is head over heels over Rachel Ziegler's character Laura, and they start chatting on this internet web chat, and they're connecting, but in the school grounds you see that connection is kind of like hidden because Laura is the popular character, Jaden is you feel me, he's us, the blurs in school, but not black nerds, he just a nerd. And Jaden and Julian's characters get invited, not crashed a party, but they get invited by the movie clerk, which is played by Kyle Mooney himself, to this party. And they get to the party. Danny is being the life of the party, literally. Like You feel me? Something out of him came out to just be that spark in the party, and it was live. But he was such a douchebag of a friend with his storytelling and throwing Eli under the bus and giving him the name Piss Mouth. You feel me? So Y2K is getting ready to happen. The countdown is happening, and as soon as the countdown happened, boom, catastrophe happens. The internet take over all mechanical devices everywhere in the universe, from microwaves, any electronic thing, from drills, dishwashers, blenders, TVs, chainsaws, etc., and start building itself to be a mothership, a motherboard to all technology around the world. And its premise is basically taking all humans and building them into a human AI system. That's what I took from it. And giving more example to my explanation, it's like the internet took all control of technology around the universe, kidnapped humans, and transported them into this portal to where basically they're being implanted a chip in their head to really turn them into a humanoid AI system. And that's where our two leads, almost two leads. I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys, but Jaden's character and Julian's character link up with Laura, Rachel Zegler's character, and they're set off into this save the world mission along with the bullies and douchebags that was bullying these two, low class students in the whole movie. And now we all got to link up together and find a way to save the world. And to me, it was such a blast to the past, this movie. It was such a time machine towards an era that I was 4 years old around like 2001. No, 2000, 1999 to 2000. And I ain't really get to live the most luxurious time of that era. Not saying I was poor or nothing, but just saying I wasn't like towards the mindset of enjoying what came to be in the early 2000s and living amongst that transition of 1999 to actual 2000s. But you feel me? I was still around, so it was still such a great time machine of a movie to me. As much as the critics and audience didn't really like it, I liked it. This was my cornball of a movie. This is what I was rocking with. And if you're down with the vibes like me, give your comments and explanation in the comment section below, and let's chop it up with your boy. But Y2K was a film that I truly believe I could add to my digital collection. This was a great time. I could throw it in the background. It's just background TV. I could fall asleep to it. It has the rewatchability for me. And given the fact that all technology systems were basically taking over the human world, there was robots, man. Like, as y'all can see on the pictures right here, robots really, one actually just building itself up to be like the ultimate prime of transformer systems to just handle the bidding of really the villain, as we can just call it, the internet being the total villain. And sending its big bad henchmen along all other pawns of technology robots to just carry the bidding of destroy the humans that don't want to comply and come with you, or not kidnap them and bring them back to the lair, which was the auditorium of the high school that they all went to. So this was just your normal modern day early 2000s film, and what I can give it a great example of is Ashton Kutcher's film Dude, Where's My Car? We all liked films like that back in the day. Another teen movie, We all like those films back in the day. How come this movie didn't get the love and attention just like that? That just lets me know we're out of that test of times to where people actually appreciate corny films now. And I'm not gonna lie, I was real stuck up on the fact that I was this high blockbuster content creator. Everything that I reviewed or did had to be blockbuster, which this is a blockbuster film and not straight to streaming, which would be acceptable in a way. But I'm happy it got its blockbuster run because it brought me to the theaters to see it. So, have you seen Y2K? Are you planning on seeing it? If not, I highly recommend you do. If not, wait to watch it on streaming. It's your choice. Do what you feel. Hop down on the comment section below. Talk with your boy. This is DeAndre Cooper coming at you with Dre Radio, cinema news and movie reviews. I enjoyed the film. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up, baby. See you on the next one.